Are you killing your Monstera by putting it in the wrong soil? I know I was. Today, I'm going to tell you about the perfect soil mix for Monsteras. Hey guys, it's Akin with Houseplant Resource Center, and I'm so excited that our Monstera Soil finally launched. It's now available on Amazon, and let me tell you, it is amazing. It is super light, it's perfect for all of your aeroids, it's super fast, well draining, and I'm just so happy with the product. So I created this product because I used to use all of these to mix my own Monstera mix, and it was good. You know, it actually works pretty well. Wait, one more. Orchid mix, worm castings, coconut coir, perlite, and then you have to mix it, of course, with a regular soil. And so I'd have this whole setup where I'd have buckets, and I was wearing gloves, and I was mixing, and it was a mess, and then I had to store all of the leftover, and then it would rain, and it would get all wet, and it was just too much. So anyway, I set out to create the perfect Monstera mix so that everybody out there that loves their plants can just buy it in one bag of just enough that you can use what you need. And it also comes with this really nice resealable top here so you can store what you don't need, and it's just enough to do about an 8 to 12 inch pot. And so this is a pretty big, heavy bag here, and I have a plant over here that's in an 8-inch pot, and I actually filled the entire 8-inch pot all the way to the top with soil. So I would say probably a 10 or a 12-inch pot. If you're repotting a plant into it, it's plenty of soil for that. You may even have a little bit left over. Okay, so let's talk about why we created this product. So many people out there are drowning their Monstera in soggy soil. Our custom mix actually prevents root rot and makes sure that your roots can breathe, that your plant is as healthy and happy and beautiful as possible. I use it with my elbow, I use it with my deliciosa, I use it with my adansonii. So I've used it across many types of Monstera, and they all look amazing. In fact, I'll insert some pictures of, I just repotted my adansonii, and it all of a sudden put out tons of new leaves. I haven't even fertilized it yet. It's just happier in the new soil. So check out some of the images of after I've repotted these plants. They just look amazing, and they're doing really well. So the number one function of this is to provide really well draining soil. We don't want your plant to sit in water. Make sure that your pot has good drainage, and then with this soil, the water will just go through. It's nice and light and fluffy so the roots can dig around like Monstera love to do. And also, you know, there's all of the ingredients that you need. So there's worm castings, which provide some nutrient content. There's perlite to kind of lighten up your mix. There's coconut coir. So there's all of these things that you would do if you're mixing your own soil, but it's already done for you. It also helps maintain an optimal balance of water and air for your root system. And so a lot of people don't know that your Monstera's roots actually are aerial roots, and they like to have air and water. And so you don't want to drown them. You don't want to put them in a soggy soil. And it really helps to defend against root rot. So if you have brown spots or dropping leaves, or if your plant is sick or unhappy, this is really going to help set yourself up for success. So the second reason that you may want to repot your Monstera with our soil is that it may increase your growth. And so if you have a plant that's kind of stagnant, that's not looking so good, repotting in the correct soil for that plant can really help to cause new growth and to correct any conditions like a too acidic soil, or, you know, anything going on in your soil that your plant isn't liking. So putting it in the correct home, in the correct environment, is going to help it to be a lot healthier. And then also it's going to help it to be more resistant against any pests, bacteria, fungus, viruses. Actually, there is the mosaic virus that does attack Monstera, and I actually had one that died from that. But this will make your plant more resilient to any of those pests, including insects. And so if you're facing issues with your plant, or if you just love your plant and you have a very expensive Monstera, which I know a lot of you either have a Thai constellation or an albo, you really want to give them as many resources as you can and the optimal health that you can. So our formula allows your plant to really grow as big and happy and healthy as possible. And it's made from recycled materials, so you can feel really good. The bag is recycled, the materials are actually recycled. It is, you know, resealables for easy storage, so you're not wasting anything that you don't use. It is a non-toxic formulation, and it's sterilized, which is really important because a lot of times you can buy soil and bring fungus or spores of mildew into your house. And so you always want to make sure to buy a soil that is sterilized and that also does not contain any added fertilizer. So this is a virgin soil. There is no fertilizer in it. And that's important because if you start combining slow acting or long lasting fertilizers in your soil with fertilizers that you're pouring over or adding to your plant, you can really burn your plant and cause more harm than good. I always recommend using an unfertilized soil and then adding the correct amount of fertilizer in the correct formulation for your plant. So if you have a Monstera that has, maybe it's too yellow, maybe it's not growing very quickly, maybe it has brown leaves or it just looks unhappy, it could be leggy and putting out kind of stems that are too long, you want to just kind of treat the problem at the base, give your plant a really happy, healthy home, and then you will inevitably see more growth, a happier plant, and better potential for the future of your plant. So the reason I created this soil is I really believe in it, and also I know that it's going to save you money compared to mixing your own. So buying this actually saves more than 50% of buying the same amount but in different components. And so it's just a cost-effective thing to buy in bulk, one and done, save money, save time, save mess. I love it. And so you can use for any aeroid houseplant. And so Monsteras are great, but you could use on any aeroid or even any plant that just likes fast draining soil. And so I recommend checking it out. I really hope that you like it. We've worked on it for a long time. We're really happy with the result. Our supplier is up in Oregon. It's made in the USA. It's a woman-owned business, and we provide 100% money-back guarantee. If you have any issues, let me know. I will personally refund your money. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe to our channel if you have not already.